So time has passed a little bit. You've had 15 minutes of just kind of messing around. The next fight is between Kyrie and Blindspot.
Oh,
I will
Yeah.
die. I guess. I
The name announced is Adrian Metch.
Yep.
You are currently disguised as an old man using the image inducer.
don't know. Yep. But I'm pretty sure it will be destroyed once I start the fight.
So you have 15 minutes to prepare. What would you all like to do?
Well, there's two things I want to do. First, I want to look around, see if walked around the whole arena at this point. I don't know if I need to do a roll for this, but I think at this point is the least likely place I would get spied on, or that people would pay attention to me. Before you
give
say
me
the bathroom. Oh, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, you could also give me a stealth check to try to just, scope out the good areas.
It's my stuff, actually. Let me see. Always default powers.
Blink.
My stuff's not terrible, but
So you're able to tell that even though some people occasionally look at you, almost everywhere is fairly, inconspicuous. If you wanted to, say something out loud and not be noticed, though, bathroom is likely the best bet. There was also the cooking area is particularly loud, so, it would likely be washed out.
if I spoke quietly, it would be okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because what I want to do is first off, Scott, how are you faring in the aftermath of your match?
He's
God, you're
muted.
muted.
why am I muted? Hang on. Are you approaching me or
That
Oh,
depends.
approaching me.
external appearance, essentially?
Well, basically, what I'm trying to gauge is are you emotional? Because well enough to I can come over, or if it would be better that I try and because you said you were shaking. or
At the
something.
moment, I am currently shaking. I'm looking around rapidly and rubbing my hands essentially.
Okay. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna walk up to you.
Sure. I
Sort of. And as I look upon you shaking and shattering and whatever, I just sort of sneer at you disapprovingly, slap you.
Ah! What?
Following me, come on. And so I'm gonna try and lead you over to a more secluded. I'm I have something I want to say to you.
Oh, okay. And then I just get up. I'm shooketh. I'll just follow where you're going. Yoinky yoink.
I don't know what Claw says in particular, but I'm gonna go into one of those less watched areas. I'm gonna just start whispering.
We should go to the locker room then, I guess, or otherwise.
I guess. Do you think locker room at the moment?
It's just Bosco and that weird triple-headed manticore man.
Child.
Man-child, yes, correct.
No, not man-child, just child.
Oh, okay, just child.
Man-child.
It is a straight up kid.
Yep.
Really
my
shouldn't
bad.
be here if we're being honest, but
They were 10.
Yes. You know what's worse than a...
They're just kind of looking at themselves in the mirror, just oh yeah, I look really awesome, and the lion head growls in approval, and like the snake head just kind of like nods with a bobbing head.
Anyone who kills the child is a monster. Anyways,
Oh,
Bosco
fuck.
will do it.
Actually,
And feel
Actually-
nothing.
Here's the
Issue
thing.
would willingly do it.
I don't think that'll be an issue because I think the Manticore fights the guy
Oh.
who warps reality.
I get it. He said
No,
it's
no,
not an
Ash,
issue.
if
All
this
right.
thing warps reality.
Who's that?
No, I'm fighting the guy that can go through anything.
As you just begin to stand there and start to talk, you notice that a man is just kind of there. He didn't really appear. He's just kind of not been noticed.
Hello?
I sort of say, "Oi, fuck off."
He just looks at you.
Maybe not here.
And when I say looks at you, he has a blindfold, but you can feel his gaze upon you.
Listen.
Did you hear me, you deaf, or are you a deaf motherfucker? I told you to get lost.
No response.
He might be blind and deaf.
I walk up to him. Hello, my name is Roscoe, yes?
He walks away.
To be getting foods, yes?
Oh shit!
Please, be coming back, yes? You be showing me where food is, yes?
And in doubt, Bosco out.
I will.
And
Give the thumbs
before,
up to Roscoe.
before I leave, I turn and I flash a thumbs up.
I flash a thumbs up back.
Okay.
You be helping Roscoe with food, yes?
I just don't like this Chimera kid here. I know he's not paying attention, but I don't like taking chances. So,
I think there's another, really another room here.
He not be wanting to helping Roscoe. Hello, little three-headed one. Would you be liking to help Roscoe find food, yes?
We can
Yeah,
talk
I've
while-
been wanting cheeseburgers so bad.
Let's go. We be finding food, yes?
Yes.
I moved
We've
to the
been
corner.
finding it. He just kind of like stemples on the road, trying to talk like Bosco. Or Roscoe.
Roscoe, yes.
By the way, Bosco, as you pass me, as you pass me, I hand you the stone knife.
Okay.
So yeah, we're just gonna like flop that around every time.
Does this kid look like an alien, or is it just some weird mutation?
Give me a treatment check. You don't know.
Alright. So I assume we're just gonna walk down to the food place.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I was running past interference.
Bosco has hidden 1000 IQ. Alright, anyways.
right,
So,
Roscoe's
yeah, I'm
been
just
running
gonna.
scams his whole damn life.
That guy kind of snuck up on us. I'd like to take one more opportunity to like. Can I do a perception check to make sure there's absolutely nothing else that I need to worry about?
Yeah.
I'd like to do the same if that's alright.
Okay.
Oh. That's unfortunate.
Okay, so you both hear like minor like energy humming noises coming from all around you, but on top of that, there's even more of like a distorted whirling noise coming from one of the two rooms within the locker room. Also, Bonita, you could also tell that there is, as you walk by this door in particular, there's been a cold spot, and you can just hear ice forming.
Oh.
Whether this is a very advanced freezer or there's some freezing type person here.
No, well, we can always. I mean, what do you want? Yeah.
Okay,
just-
so bank on like whispering as quiet as possible.
Okay. I'll try whispers. I'll try whispers.
I don't know how you're holding up in the aftermath of that, but I'm gonna. You need to have your shit together because, in case you haven't noticed, our next round is against each other. So,
Yeah.
fortunately, I do have a plan if you're up for it, but I need to go over with.
Of course. That's fine. What did you have in mind?
You ever watch WWE?
Oh, a little bit, I guess. Yeah.
I was thinking we could put on a sort of show, as it were, and maybe if we get popular enough, then maybe neither of us need to die. You catch my drift?
Yeah. I was hoping for the same thing. I don't think either should die in here at least.
Well, if we're going to do that, then you need to know the tools of the trade. Considering your appearance, I don't know. How do you look?
Oh, okay. I'm a massive tattooed guy, right? With like torn prison outfit. I'm just shaking. At the
Okay,
moment.
well, I guess neither of us really look like a good guy, but you have the face. Anyway, what I'm going to do is, once I get in there, I'm going to pass you some supplies. See, I got a few basic things. I have a blade. I have some small ketchup packs.
Oh, okay.
Blood.
Alright,
I got a few other tips. And basically,
Okay.
what I'm going to do is when we get in that arena, together, and you can like say whatever, like, or anything like that. And as I sock you right in the stomach, and you're going to have to like, as soon as I hand it to you, understand?
What do I have to hide? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Blade and some packets, basically.
Okay. I'll make sure. Yeah.
Now, to give people the sort of have any before I forget, if you have any stunts you'd like to pull in mind, I'd like to know, because
Oh well. The
what people like is a big flashy move and someone time. So
well, I can like yell really loudly and hit you. I guess. Or I could kick you. I've never had any real formal training.
well, my work cut out for me then. Okay. So, not having your face shoved into a bunch of things.
Okay. Well, I'll follow the plan as long as it can get us out both alive.
See about it. We'll try.
All right.
They seem interested in us, so hopefully we have that. We can build on that. But okay, in mind. Now,
All right.
as we walk out, I'm gonna make a bit of a scene, and whatever I say, you just go along with it. Understand?
Okay. Yeah. Definitely.
Okay. So, here's what I'm gonna do, and don't panic. So, what I do next is I grab you by the collar,
Okay.
shove you out the door, back
Which door actually? Because there's two. Oh, this side.
outside, back.
All right.
As I throw you out, I basically yell, shit, I froze. Anyway, I yell out and I say, you But son of a bitch. Just
All right.
don't you dare hold back on me. You understand?
I'm like surprised. I'm like, yeah, I won't. Not even for you, Missy. I'ma break your neck.
I just sort of groaned. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that.
Both of you give me
Just fun.
deception for that performance.
There's no button that says deception. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Ha!
Oof. Perception and deception. Ah, I see.
Oh!
Holy
So
shit.
like,
No surprise that
But
Benita's
Nina-
a lion.
like whenever you throw him to the ground, you throw him hard enough to where there was a small dent in there. That echoed throughout the entire place. The attention turned to you, and despite like his rather lackluster performance, your deception alone, your energy, your anger has drawn the crowd's interest. Instead of starting at a 4 out of 5, you start out of, a 4 out of 10, you start out of a 5 out of 10.
What? That's crazy. That's literally halfway through. We're gonna live. Maybe.
Maybe.
How's it? Man, that sure feels good. Klaus, so are you two done with your stuff?
Yeah, that's our feud to set up the match essentially. Yeah.
All right now.
So Klaus, I assume I'm still sitting next to the marquee.
Yes.
Alright, let me remember what voice I had.
I was like, oh yes, indeed.
Oh yes, that's so wonderful. That's
Yes, it is.
Okay, so Marquis, while we're waiting for the next match, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
Oh, yes?
I've heard some things about a particular fighter, and it's got me rather intrigued. A fellow I believe is called Wisp.
Oh, yes. What a ghastly fellow.
If I may ask, what exactly is his specialty?
Well, to my understanding, he is a ghost, believe it or not.
Oh, that's interesting. A ghost.
Which, I'm not sure how much you know about ghosts, but through my work with the Lady of Color, I've discovered that, well, he's rather a peculiar one because I haven't seen a binding object.
What issue know that shit about ghosts?
This is just a straight intellect check for you because magic is not your area of expertise.
Yeah. And Pixel doesn't exist yet.
Fucking Casper.
Oh no, Pixel does exist now.
Oh.
I'm not sure if Issue is aware of her though.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's what I mean. He doesn't have any idea. So Issue makes a quick lens flare check. Oh no.
You kind of just know the basic stuff. Like, ghosts are still kind of one of those things that's just like, even in a world of all of this weird stuff, ghosts are just kind of like a... Not sure if they exist really, or if it's just people with special abilities.
A binding object. I'm not exactly sure what that is.
Oh, well, you see, whenever someone passes on, that means that their body, that's considered their binding object for their soul, gets to a point where it can't be bound to it anymore. So, in order to catch the soul, you need to bind it to something else. Without this, then there's just, well, no ghost.
Oh, I see. But this Wisp fellow, he does not seem to have one.
Not that I can tell.
Is it possible he simply mimics a ghost and isn't actually one?
It could be.
The only reason I ask about him is, well, he's actually my match in the upcoming fight, and I'm rather unsure of how to handle him. I'd heard rumors that he was able to go through anything. And now knowing he seems to be a ghost, that makes a bit more sense.
Just for the vibe of your conversation so far, give me a persuasion check.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. She's not good at this.
Oh.
I just
Good
realized
sign.
Bonita's deception average is 25. Jesus Christ.
But is she dummy thick, yo? I don't think so.
Maybe. Who knows?
I'll tell you what. If things get a little too bad, I'll make sure that it gets a little bit more interesting.
Uh-oh.
Thank you so much. Now issue, he's gonna be doing his own looking in. First, he'll see if he can find any information about this wisp fella.
Gosh dang it.
Okay, give me investigation.
Yay. 24.
Okay,
God, I love the well-informed advantage.
so the name Wisp is from Will-O-Wisp, little orb spirits that just kind of float about. Particularly on this guy, there's not much known about him other than he's been exclusively around. Every time that he has made an appearance in some way, shape, or form, it has always been around Felicity.
Felicity.
The woman
that-
that's running
that
the
bitch.
ring.
That bitch. Okay. In any of his fight history, has he seemed to have any weaknesses or anything that particularly can harm him?
Looking into that, his fighting capabilities, while just going through things seems to be his, the way that he typically does things. He likes to particularly jab into the heart, and whenever this happens, typically people begin to freeze from the inside out.
I called it, boys.
Whenever it comes to counteracting it, I'm gonna say that's going to be a different investigation roll as well.
Oh, you spend
So-
your hero point if you have to.
So I'll get to that one in a moment.
Okay.
Does he seem to have anything that can, weaken or actually hurt him?
Yeah, that's what I meant for the
Okay.
different.
I
I
pray for you.
On top of that other information that I just gave you, he also, from what you can tell, he seems to be within the same restrictions that the rest of this place goes through. He is not able to pass through any of the metals that, form on this. Kind of just like talking to the Marquis a little bit, you even find out that he's not able to pass through the cage and that it has to be open for him like everyone else.
So he's a polite ghost.
It's more of a... You found out firsthand that anything ability-wise cannot pass through these walls, and it seems like he is under the same restrictions.
Break down the walls of Jericho.
Interesting.
Wait, can't pass through the walls?
He can't pass through the walls.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah,
Alright.
nothing can, essentially.
The
Now
only
here's
reason Bosco's teleport trick worked was because he did it as the door was closing.
I'm not passing. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, but technically it's not passing through the walls.
But yeah, that was just a, like, an ability that originates from one side of it cannot pass through to the other.
Alright. Alright, here's the second investigation check for his weakness thing.
Weaknesses! Oh my god, please!
Oh! Let's fire! Fucking
Ishu,
let's
you are
fire!
a god! I love you so much! You are the hero of this fucking...
Okay, so, you, looking through, you find that, well, this man is in fact a ghost. He is the dead brother of Felicity, his soul was binded by her using her puppet magic. What exactly the totem is, again, still unclear, but it's likely that she's not just going to have it out. The binding object does have to be relatively close. It's somewhere on the map. In his form in particular, weaknesses include, if you quote Bible verses at him, and if you throw holy water at him, or if, like, you coat your bullets in holy water, it will affect him.
What's the chances I'm gonna fucking find Alright, now Issue's gonna look up how to find holy water. Like how to make holy water.
Give me another investigation.
Shit. And I assume he's memorized a few Bible verses
Yeah.
in his time. Alright. Fucking 27 for how to make holy water.
Goddamn right. So, you find how to make holy water. It involves a bit of powdered silver, water, and a decent length prayer. You would be able to make, like, roughly, using the bathroom, like, a gallon of holy water by your fight, if you're able to find the powdered silver.
Alright. Okay. Alright.
And I will send you back to the group chat.
Alright, yeah. Oh
you
my fucking god.
Issue, you are a legend. If you can make God bleed, people will cease to believe in him.
Whatever the
Fascinating.
sonic heck that
And
means.
with that, would anybody else like to do anything before the match starts?
Yeah, I'm
will-
gonna be looking around for that stuff. The thing I
For
need.
that stuff.
Give
thing
me
I need
another
to-
investigation.
He's
I
gonna don't make him.
Here a
Oh.
point. No, here a point. Fuck that. So that's 27 from the plus
That doesn't
10
matter.
from the roll.
Oh, you
Alright.
used all your luck to find out how, but not the where.
So, you do find there is if you'll move yourself to the bottom right of the map, you do find that there is a food vendor that is food in quotation marks, as they are a robot selling robot parts.
Wait, he's a robot selling robot powers? What?
No, robot parts.
Parts.
The parts.
Oh. So, alright, hold on. I gotta. Okay, so Issue, he skips forward as his marquee persona would do. Wait, this one or this one?
The bottom one. The one up top, it's kind of odd because as you walk up, the grills begin to fire on, but as you walk away, they just kind of like tone down. But for this, you do see a robot that's just behind the counter, slightly like jitterily electrified, fast, jokey motions. As you approach, why, hello there!
Oh yes, hello, my fine robotic friend.
How can I help you?
I'm looking for. How do I say this? I'm looking for silver, in particular powdered silver, but yes, powdered silver is what I need, I suppose.
It's a vampire.
One moment.
I know what he's doing.
It's a fucking vampire, boys.
He comes over to a robot dog, just kind of like puts his hand down its throat, rips out a few cords. These have a bit of silver in them. However, I cannot powder them.
Do you know anyone around here who could?
Probably that one kid that made massive crater in the ring.
Oh yes, of course, him, the silly me. Is this the only powder you were able to find?
I
And
have
also-
sold the other pieces. He is holding like a large handful of wires.
Okay, so how much would I be able to make with Issue's scientific calculations? How much would he be able to make with the fucking silver in those wires?
Again, it's kind of like with how much time you have, you're pretty limited to that number I gave you.
I cannot remember what that number was.
1 gallon.
Okay, yeah, that works. So Issue will take the wires. How much do I have to pay for these?
Yes, that will be your soul. $5.
Okay. Pulls out a fucking sleek black wallet. Hands him $5. Thank you so very much. Also, Class, can you fix your mic? Cause you're roboting real bad, and while it works in character, I have a feeling it's gonna get really
Yeah.
annoying.
Oh no. Okay.